Hey guys, welcome to the Havoc Esports channel. This is Tazaro or Taz, whatever you want to call me. And we're here to break down a replay from our first ever public tournament between Havoc Pink and Havoc Grey. Havoc Pink consists of Forz, Mango, and Swep. As you know, Swep is from Team Gold, who plays in our main league. They are currently one of the top teams in our main league, very good team. And Forz and Mango have played around then. They've been on and off playing in our league and such. Both very good players. And then we have Avdiel, who has improved a lot throughout the seasons of Havoc and is really stepping it up this season on his Team Grey, alongside his teammate at Manager, along with Savage, who is on the academy team in our academy league. All very good players, and we're just going to jump in and see what Team Grey could have done to maybe take this match against Havoc Pink and really see what they could have done better. We're going to start by watching Avdiel's perspective here. Right here. See Avdiel, he's kind of getting bumped by Forz, so he's not really watching his teammate here. At Manager is up. He needs to be waiting for this on the back post here. If we go to our bird's eye here, you can see this teammate up for his ball. His other teammate's all the way down the field over here. So he needs to be waiting that back post as his teammate clears it across. He really needs to be sitting and waiting there. See what happens here if they get scored on. Looks like he's good. It's a boost. I managed to have to follow it up again. A little antsy here in the defense, but it looks like Avdiel's going to get the save. It's a save there. Rotates behind. He's going to cut in front of his teammate. Forces the hit. Savage is going to play over at Manager. No one's there to follow it up. It looks like they're trying to get it to each other, but it's not quite working out. Over Avdiel. We got no one in the back post. Avdiel's going to pick it up now. Got a 1v1 situation here. Avdiel looking for the 50 because he can't take the shot. A little bit of a hesitation here. Would have liked it if he would worked out a little bit faster there, but he got the job done. Steals the boost. Gonna cut back in. I don't like this play from him here. He should be waiting for this midfield. He has a teammate behind him, and him going for this, he's kind of just forcing at Manager to either try to pass it out to him, or otherwise he's kind of double committing there in the corner with at Manager. So in this situation, I like to see Avdiel be a little patient and wait for that ball to come down maybe and then cut it off. If not, he can leave it for his third man and just rotate behind and help fill that second man role here. But instead, he kind of throws it away. Savage is going to take a shot, but Swep's already in goal there. Here, again, Avdiel's looking for the bump, and then he's under the ball now. Low boost, very awkward. He's just trying to keep that pressure, obviously. And same thing here. He needs to be rotating. He's kind of staying upfield too much. Almost gets a shot off there. Again, he's being a bit more too aggressive here. He's got to let his teammate do their job too. Now he's forced his third man. Looks like it's going to lead to a goal here. Mango gets past, and there was no one in net. Let's see what happened here. Avdiel played this pretty good. He got back, pops it high, and he was able to fall out here. So let's see what his teammates are up to then. So Avdiel's forcing this 50. At Manager is already in the wrong position here. As we can see, he's already like middle of the net. He should be waiting on that back post so he can get that save. Already a flaw right there in this play. And if we back it up, looks like Savage is rotating back, so he's going to come in. Savage is going to be looking to come in and watch this midfield here. Try to bump Forz here for that infield pass, or if need, pick up the ball. And it looks like since Savage was slow back on his rotation and at Manager's already halfway through the goal, not waiting on the back post, he gets caught off guard and he has to turn back, leaving the net wide open. Savage isn't quite back, and at Manager is not able to save it due to that. Rushed through the goal there, and they get scored on. So that was the first mistake. It looks like Ad Manager just simply wasn't waiting on that back post, and it led to a goal. All right, let's switch it up and let's watch the other team and see what they're doing to get these goals. We'll watch Mango. Mango forces him high, gets the 50 there. Good play. Again, forces him to go on the wall, gets the 50. Going downfield to grab a boost pad. He trusts his teammates. Does leave Slep in a 1v3, but he gets a pass in that midfield to get it back to Slep. Good fakes. Popping it high, forcing Avdiel to get a save there. It's the bump. Already Mango just doing really good, forcing 50s and keeping that possession to his teammate. Recognize that his teammate's going to pop it high, goes for the bump on Avdiel. Good play. Forces Avdiel to get a touch on it. Here Mango kind of, he's not looking ahead a little bit. I'd like to see him right here take his, well, it looks like he did have his ball cam off, but recognize that his teammate's going to grab this and that back boost, right? His back boost is already gone. So try to go for those small boost pads and stay in the play instead of going all the way back. As we see, he does have time. His teammates are keeping pressure. Got a little aggressive here, in my opinion. He's got swept and Forz in the corner here, so he should be waiting a little bit behind this boost pad. As we see that Forz is forcing a 50 off the wall, but Admanager's still on it. It works out. Forz does read, or Mango does read this play, and it's going to be played across. So they get a quick shot off here, and it's just in the goal. Just a quick transition back. As we can see, we'll break this down here. Mango gonna play it across. So Manager forced this across here. As we saw, he played it off the wall there. Manager forced it down the wall, forcing Mango to turn across and force it across. Avdiel is supposed to be picking this up. As we can see, he's a little bit behind. Doesn't recognize that Swep's gonna go and get it, but force it mid, which is probably what he was trying to go for since Swep was meeting that 50. Manager's ready to pick it up. He is closer. Unfortunately, it bounces a little bit in front of him. He backflips. So now we're in a bad situation here. You have Forz about ready to take a shot, and Savage, back it up a little bit more. Savage is in a pretty good spot here, but he does turn away from the ball there. He's turning all the way back around, gets this boost here. And now he's trying to read the ball. He's being a little bit too aggressive here. He doesn't quite recognize the fact that Forz is going to take a shot, and he's coming across the ball here. And he needs to be waiting here. He's got all this momentum going. And Forz is going to shoot this way. It's going to be really hard for him to save that and jump up and get a touch. So I like to see him to slow down and stay pointed at the ball and be ready to jump at it, or turn towards the goal and get ready to read that shot coming in. He probably thought since he grabbed that corner boost, he had to be a little bit rushed, but really, I think Savage had a bit of time, so I'd like to see him slow down and take his time on this one and try to read it, since he is last man. And Manager, he kind of got too aggressive. He needed to rotate back as well. As we can see here, he's trying to support right here. And Savage, unfortunately, due to that fact that he's coming across here, I can see he was not reading the play and doesn't see Forz at all, and unfortunately does not get the read. And that led to goal number 2 on Team Gray, and Team Pink go up 2-0. All right, let's go back to, we'll watch Savage this time. Savage again, he's an academy player, so these guys are all a little bit above him, so we'll see a little bit more, you know, flaws in his play, but he's still a very solid player. You see Savage kind of playing a little hesitant. He's not facing ball there. See right here. He is second man, but he's playing the midfield. Which in this situation, he needs to be supporting Avdiel. Because the Manager does come up and help him. Manager forces Mango off the wall there. And already we can see Savage. He turned away from the ball here, giving Mango all the space he needs. He does turn back. He hits it across the pitch. It's a good turn. But again, if he was facing the ball, he could have been there a bit faster. Eyes rotating back. Right here, he didn't recognize. He's kind of, I don't know what Savage is thinking here, but we can see he has full boost. So he shouldn't be really looking for boost. He should be looking to help with the ball, look for demos, try to be useful as he's rotating back in third man. And here, he kind of was focused on going towards this corner. Maybe he's thinking it was about to be shot across net, but we see Avdiel's going to be playing it. So right here, I want to see Savage right here. I want to see him cut back across and watch this midfield here, because he has Avdiel taking across. You got App Manager here already, so App Manager's gonna be ready to pick it up at second man, and I'll see Savage be filling this third man back post if he needs, and being in the midfield if he wants to go back up the field. And I don't think he quite recognized that his teammates are in the corner over there, as you can see on our bird's eye. He got App Manager already in the corner right in front of him, and then you got Avdiel about to take it across, so he doesn't really need to be there in the corner as well. Unfortunately, he runs right into the demo here and spawns in the same corner. Now they're kind of in a tough situation where they're all in here. And Savage is he's being hesitant. He did get demoed, so he's going to be third man. Your first thought as third man is when you spawn, you should be watching, the goal. Don't look for those boost pads. He's got 33 boosts. He needs to just be patient here. Get some more boosts. He's kind of wasting it here. There's no reason to be boosting here. Got nowhere to be, but it does lead to a goal. Looks like his teammate Avdiel and App Manager, they kind of go on a little spree. So you got one of them got past there. Fours just with a miss. Avdiel popping around, and then Mango gets flicked, and Avdiel just gets the demo on the last one and leads to a goal. Good overall play there. Again, just making sure they're all in the right spot leading up to that play. But overall, a good play. Worked out nicely. Now it's 2-1. Minute 24, it's looking good for Team Gray and Team Pink. They both have an opportunity to win this match. Double commit from Savage and App Manager. Let's see what they did on the kickoff here. It looks like Savage was watching that midfield. App Manager, this is App Manager ball now, so Savage should be looking to, go head back towards goal and support App Manager. And Avdiel's looking to rotate his third man. Avdiel, he goes for that mid boost, but he didn't recognize that his teammates need help, so he went for the corner instead, rotated back. And now since we had that double commit on the wall there, App Manager is awkward and Savage is already out of the play, so Avdiel's forced to try to get here back in time. And since Avdiel did not recognize right here that his teammates were in an awkward situation with this touch Swep is getting, it kind of forced him. He went here and he had to go all the way back around. I'd like to see Avdiel here keep that ball cam on and make sure he's watching his teammates, and if they need help, Calm's helping this situation as well. But I'd like to see him cut straight back here so he can be ready on that back post to help his teammates, since they obviously weren't communicating that they were in an awkward situation to him. And that's part of the reason. Again, this situation, it was double commit along with Avdiel not going straight back to post. So everyone in this situation could have done something better to prevent this goal. But overall, Swep being smart here, played it high to force them in that double commit. And then Mango just here to put it on net. Let's go to the other side and watch from the sky. Solid 50 at the kickoff. Mango's going to put it down the field. Avdiel really taking that possession. Savage looks a little lost here. As we can see, App Manager's up the field. He's trying to rotate back. He is rotating ball side, so it's going to be kind of awkward as he's rotating the ball. Savage, since he's last man, he's probably going to be wanting to sit here. Probably even back post in this situation, since Avdiel is first man. So it's going to be kind of crucial that Savage is watching the net here, because App Manager is rotating straight into the ball. Please don't do that. That is not great. As we can see, Swep, he almost gets a free open net, as Savage, like I said, he did not wait on that back post here and recognize that App Manager was not back. No, App Manager rushing through the post. Luckily, it's off. Savage is here to pick it up. App Manager's being a little impatient here. It seems like Team Gray is just not calming. App Manager went straight through the goal, not even watching, and we can see that Avdiel is clear up here, so App Manager should be covering that back post as they're rotating through here. Savage taking that possession, forces the 50 in the fours. Now App Manager, since he was so close here, he wasn't giving any space. He's awkward, he's under the ball. He's just gonna have to force it across. Avdiel's back now, gets the 50 with Swep. App Manager now with a clear and a follow-up touch. Ooh, I don't like this. Savage, going a little bit far back here. He could have kept in this midfield area. He had all these boost pads he could have collected through here and then been able to turn quicker. Looked like he just wasn't watching the ball and went too far back. And then we can see that both Avdiel and App Manager are both rotating off. So that means Savage is going to have no second man supporting him. So in this situation, Avdiel and App Manager need to communicate and say, hey, App Manager, I'm going to be second man now. You go get boost. I got it. And Avdiel will fill that second man role. So we don't want to see two people rotating off and leaving Savage by himself trying to keep that pressure. Unfortunately, Savage thought, I think Forrest was going to get another touch, so he turned away from the ball. So now Mango's going to have that free touch. And Avdiel does rotate back, so he's able to get a save to the side. Again, App Manager, he keeps rushing through the goal here. Right here, he sees Avdiel's there, so he should be waiting on that back post for a second because Avdiel might get a bad touch. And as you can see, he rushed through. Now he's on the front post, and Mango could have had a shot here. Luckily for App Manager, it wasn't even on goal. Now Savage is here to pick it up. Good touch from Savage. He plays it high, gets a follow-up, takes out Sup a little bit. Avdiel, ooh, again, App Manager is not recognizing his positioning. In this situation, he's third man, so he's got to be patient and really play a little bit farther back because you have Savage and Avdiel in front of you. It is a good point here. They're vertical stacked and such, but again, App Manager is just playing a little bit too close. He's not giving space for Avdiel to take a 50, so then he can pick it up. As we can see now, he's got to turn back, and it leads straight to a goal. It seems like a consistent thing for Team Gray. With Savage, he's not facing the ball and going too far back. From App Manager, we're seeing that he is, rushing through that back post and playing a little bit too close behind his teammates, not giving him that space to take the 50. Avdiel, we'll dig more into him, but he's been playing pretty solid. Again, App Manager's rushing this. Same thing I'm saying before. He's got Savage upfield. He's got to be a bit more patient and let him rotate. Instead, as we can see here, Avdiel did get a 50 with Mango, and he's still able to follow this up, and Swept is nowhere close. But App Manager, he's just rushing through and stealing that ball and ends up pinching in mid, which it almost leads to a goal opportunity here, but there's people back to save it. I just want to see App Manager be a bit more patient with his plays and take more time. Let Avdiel do his work. We'll see what Savage did here. Good play. He's rotating back. He sees this coming midfield, so he's going to be there for that pass. That's a good play, and he did take that shot. Not sure what App Manager is doing here. He went across. He did get a touch here. Okay, that makes more sense. But again, if we go back on that, we see here, he's rotating towards the ball. Ball's coming across net. This is something I still do this. I'm trying to work on this right now, where I'll take a 50 like that in the corner, and it goes across the net. And I really want to go for that far corner like App Manager did in this situation, but it just causes problems because you're going to be going to that midfield, and like in this situation, he gets that boost, and now the ball's right on him. Now it forces Avdiel had to go all the way back around into the corner to get it here, and Savage, again, he's going too far back. They have the pressure. He needs to be staying upfield, getting those midfield boosts. Good demo from Avdiel. You see Avdiel does steal that corner, and he gets the bump. That was a good play by him. App Manager now third man. Forces the 50. Avdiel trying to keep pressure, and that is game. As we can see though, Havoc Pink, they just, they kept more pressure and they are letting each other do their job. We saw from App Manager and Avdiel, they like to play really close to each other, which if you have a lot of experience can work out. But as we can see in this particular game, App Manager really played so close that Avdiel couldn't do his job, and so it put App Manager in a bad situation, and the ball got past him multiple times. And we saw Savage just rotating too far back, and essentially he just didn't keep the play and keep pressure, which he is an academy player, so there is things to work on, obviously. But overall, when he was on the ball, he had good pressure and good touches, but he didn't have that support from Avdiel or App Manager when he was getting those touches. Overall, I think if Team Gray, they gave that first man more space, let him do his job, and have that second man there to support and pick it up. And that third man, really, he just needs to be useful. He doesn't need to be, so rushed and such. That's just something I also need to work on, is like taking your time as third man, going for those bumps, creating space, getting the boost pads, just those little things. You couldn't let that first man and second man do their job and then fill your role. And that's something Havoc Pink just did better in this match. Forza and Mango probably have more time together, and Sup is a very solid player in fast space, so that kind of worked out. Mango and Fours with that chemistry and Slept to kind of fill in that. And that's where I think Havoc Pink did take this match. And in the 4-1, as we can see, there was just little things to fix. Havoc Grey could have prevented those goals. Overall, you know, solid play from both teams. And that's pretty much it, guys, for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope the breakdown helped one of you out there, maybe rank up, maybe learn something you didn't know before. And I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in another Havoc video.